the Yep, I Like Wrestling podcast.
You see what I did there?
Are you gonna start?
No, yeah.
Are you real right now?
The greatest general manager. Jesus. I'll allow it.
That's peon moves.
Yep, I like wrestling.
Greetings from parts unknown. I am the greatest general manager in Yep, I Like Wrestling history, and I know this sounds a bit different, but guess what? I am still in charge, and this is the General Manager's Takeover, Part 2. Yes, Sunny is not here. Yes, Tara is not here. Nobody's here but me in charge. So guess what? It's going down. Oh my god, I wonder if I have my own penitentiary. The Teddy Penitentiary. Oh, I love it. But guess what? I've got two special guests with me. Tonight I am joined by...
The Brooklyn Wolf of Makeup. This is April, you heard.
Oh, April, welcome to the General Manager's Takeover Part 2.
Yes, thank God.
Oh my god.
Thank God you're in charge.
We're about to get it in, as they say in Newark. I am also joined by...
The incredible intern, Nez.
Oh my goodness, Nez! Oh, so good to see you. All right.
Guadalupe in his house.
Yes. So this is the General Manager's Takeover. I'm in charge. So as always, take your pants off. We're not doing clothes today, so just go ahead and take your pants off. Let's just get out the way.
It's hot anyways.
It's hot anyway. Let's do this. We're doing this butt-ass nigga. For you, those watching at home, we are undressing as we speak. Hold on.
You hear some zippers?
Yes, we're good.
You can hear some.
Velcro. That's what they're going to hear.
Ooh, it's muy fancy.
Yes. So, Sunny is still on the sunny beaches of Idaho, and, there's really nothing he can do about this, because he should be here to stop me for what I'm about to do. He should stop the General Manager's Takeover, but he's not here. So, guess what? And Tara, I don't know where Tara is. It's a long weekend somewhere. I don't know where she is. Haven't
Still
seen
might
her.
be in the Poconos.
I don't know. I haven't seen her in years. I don't know. Maybe Beige is pregnant. I don't know how straight people work. I don't pretend I know how they work. So, in any event, thank you two for joining me, for being the brave souls to join me on the GM's Takeover.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. She's gonna get real.
Oh, it's about to get real. It's about to get lit. Do the children still say lit, Nez? Help me out here.
Yes, we do say.
Oh, goodness. Thank you. All right, so, first things... Oh, my goodness.
Mm-hmm. It's about to get real.
It's about to get
About to
real.
get cereal.
Oh, my God. I do. What's your favorite cereal, darling? Help me out here.
I've been cereal so long, but I love me some Frosted Flakes.
Oh, shout out to Tony the Tiger. Yes.
Arr.
And by that, I mean a guy that I fucking knew. That's his name,
Yep.
Tony the Tiger. Yes. He's only 4'11", but he makes up for it
Oh, I bet he does.
in drugs. That's how he makes up for it. What's your favorite cereal, Nez?
I also like the frosted of the flakes.
What's that?
I also like the frosted of the flakes.
Oh, we like Frosted Flakes. Goodness. I like Captain Crunch. Because it's very difficult to swallow. See what I did there, April? See, that's what I like.
Been there, done that. We learned.
Oh, yes. Shout out to Captain Crunch.
Wow.
So, the last time I checked, this was a wrestling program. I don't know. Sunny hasn't been here in months. I don't know.
Oh, well.
I'm about to change the name of the whole fucking show. It's about to be called Nope, I Don't Like Shit. That's going to be the name of the podcast. Because I'm in charge. I'm changing it.
Mm-hmm.
So, one Dean Ambrose / Johnny Moxley went on Chris Jericho's podcast. And he had... Do the children still say tea to spill? Help me out, Nez. I'm old. Help me.
That's definitely not a thing anymore.
No, oh my God, I'm out of date. What do the children say now when you tell secrets? What do they say?
I mean, I still say I spilled the tea.
They just say bashing.
Oh, so he bashed the... Do the children say drag?
Oh, he
Drag.
dragged.
Yeah, he dragged it.
Drag,
He
Vince.
dragged it.
So go ahead. This is your boo, April. Tell us what Dean Ambrose had to say. Give us some ups and downs. And by that, I mean Xavier Woods and Paige. See what I did here? There's no one here to stop me, April. Yes.
I actually like that sex tape.
Shout out to Brad Maddox, who's the most patient white man I've ever met in my life. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
This episode was very, very good. It's about an hour and a half. If you guys haven't checked it out, make sure you do. Dean really goes into his whole experience about his depression, about how...
Oh, you mean Renee Young? Yes.
No.
No. Oh, you said
He
depression.
loves her.
Well, he has
He said
to.
that he loves wrestling more than anything besides his wife. And I love that. But he really speaks about how he went to Vince, literally begging him for some change, and Vince just didn't let him. And he was just getting buried, just talking about how sad he was. And it really makes you think about you. Because you know what? WWE at the end of the day is a job. And you know what? I felt a lot because, you know, we all go through it with depression and everything, and Dean was going through a real big depression. So to even hear about him only getting $500 at the last Shield event, like the last Shield ever, quote unquote, and you only get $500 is a fuck you. You know what? No, I'm glad that he left. I was happy that it wasn't a work, and I'm happy that AEW got him, and he's going to be killing it.
Johnny, did you listen to the Jericho podcast?
Yes, I did. On the way home, man.
Oh, my.
I was surprised at the stuff he had to say. I thought Vince was, you know what, we all bash Vince, but I didn't know it was that bad.
I've heard stories. I've heard good stories, and I've heard bad stories about Vince. Yes.
And I really don't understand.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
The best thing I heard from that podcast was when you can tell he was so in love with wrestling that he said that, you know, they could put as many zeros as they want on my check. I'm still going to leave.
Wow.
Yeah, he said he could offer me $10 million. What am I going to do about with $10 million? Because he's a very simple guy. You know, like he has a house in Vegas. He goes running. He goes to the mountains. And he's not one of those extravagant stars. Like, he's very low key. He said, I'm not going to buy a Maserati. My house is paid off. My truck is paid off. What am I going to do?
His mother's house is
paid off.
Oh, shout out to Dean Ambrose's mommy. Yes.
Like, he just wants to wrestle. Like, let the man do what he loves to do.
But come on now, $10 million. I mean, if Sonny offered me $10 million, I would do a lot. Because that last check he gave me bounced higher than Owen Hart. Yes, so I don't know. I don't know. But $10 million is a loss of zeros.
It is. I think he was getting $1 million, and then Vince was going to offer him $3 million, which was more than what Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns was getting.
What?
He offered him that, and he said no.
What? I always feel that Roman makes the most money because he's the best looking of the three.
He should. Don't
wonder how many zeros he got in his pants. Okay, so moving it along. See, Sonny's not here. There's nothing he can do about the general manager's takeover. So, Sonny, if you're listening, suck on that, Sonny. Oh, I've been waiting years to say that. So, I will take this part because I'm a bit of a diva, Mark. One former WWF, WWE, and WCW diva, Terry Reynolds, a.k.a. Marlena, was arrested this week. Yes! White people is out here getting arrested! That's where we live! That's the country we live in! White people are finally getting arrested! It's a lovely change. So apparently she tried to bring a gun on an airplane, and she was promptly arrested in Florida, which is weird because they let you do anything the fuck you want in Florida. Isn't that where the man ate another man? Fucking zombies are walking around Florida, and they arrested white people. Come on, Governor of Florida. Who's a fan of this show, by the way? Get your shit together. Yes. So how do you all feel? Terry Reynolds was arrested for bringing a gun on an airplane.
That's just hilarious. I'm sorry.
Oh, shout out to the horny she-devil and your daughter Dakota, both fans of Yep, I Like Wrestling. Nez, do you even remember one Terry Reynolds?
Jesus, I remember one match was with Trish Stratus. That's pretty much it.
I believe they had a swimsuit match. I do remember the one. Yeah, Jerry Lawler was spraying them with a super soaker. Shout out to the super soaker. It's Summit. Yes, they were wrestling, and it was a wet T-shirt contest. And Jerry the King Lawler was actually. This is an actual match. Go to your Yahoo YouTube machines. Yes, it was Trish Stratus versus Terry Reynolds in a T-shirt contest with Jerry Lawler spraying them with a super soaker. Yes, that's where we've come. Hashtag Me Too. Yes.
And she had a full barrel on that gun, too. I want to know who she was going after, first of all.
White people are crazy. I don't fuck with white people. A black person will kill you, but a white person will fuck up your past and future. So I don't fuck with white people. I do not. I fuck them, but I do not fuck with them. Because they will fuck up your credit and send you to jail.
Oh my.
It's terrible.
Same damn time.
It's at the same damn time. So shout out to all my white listeners, okay? We're not doing that Martin Luther King shit here.
Nope.
I know to be nice to white people. Yes. They can have my seat on the bus anytime they like. Yes.
I know what y'all did.
Yes. Hashtag slavery. Oh my God. Sonny is just, he's on his third Jack Daniels because he can't stop this. What's he gonna do? Edit everything? It's gonna be a 2-minute show. Oh goodness. So, moving along, this Saturday, is it Friday or Saturday NXT TakeOver? Help me out
Saturday
here.
night.
Saturday night, they're going to have NXT TakeOver 25. Unfortunately, There will not be a viewing party here at Pods Unknown / Jack Dempsey's. I don't know where I am. I'm high as a kite. But there will not be a viewing party here. Sorry. However, you all should still watch NXT because as I was talking to my co-host, it's the best goddamn program in WWE right about now. Am I right? Mm-hmm. Help me out here, children. So, yeah. So definitely check out NXT TakeOver. Even though we will not be here, but you all should. Go to the WWE Network because it's still $9.99.
That's if you still have it and you didn't take it off after Saturday's event of AEW.
Shout out to AEW. For those of you listening, we did an AEW show yesterday, and now we are here again. I know I gave you two the night off, but I'm the general manager. I'll do what I like. Okay, and now that I say it, we might as well take our shirts off, too, because why are we walking around with no pants? This is the weirdest Winnie the Pooh shit I've ever seen in my life. Let's just take off our shirts, too, because it's easier that way. Mm-hmm. So, so check out NXT TakeOver. Nez, April, shall we do it raw?
It's the first time I kind of don't want to.
What? Nez?
I never want to.
Oh my God!
Oh, you
goodness.
have so much to learn.
You have so much to. What are they teaching you in that college? Condoms are only for ugly people. Let Uncle Teddy teach you something. Yes. And for those of you listening, you know I'm right. Mm-hmm. So start us off, April. How'd the show start on Raw?
Apparently Brock Lesnar is a DJ, and he wanted to be coming out with his Brock box. And Seth Rollins was not a happy person. Kofi was just standing there like, what the fuck's going on? Now Vince got this big-ass man jumping up and down, looking like the fool that he is.
The holy fuck
I do not know.
did I watch? This nigga came out with a boombox with some reggaeton. Mm-hmm. Why is Brock Lesnar dancing to reggaeton? Between him and Sami Zayn, I don't know who has less rhythm. But Brock was out there dancing to reggaeton off beat, because that's how white people do it, right? Well, what got me was this. Well, first off, because you know I was home twerking, right? Because I do love a good reggaeton. I do. Shout out to Aventura. So I couldn't help it. I was twerking. But you know what I did note? What I noticed? Kofi was not twerking.
No.
And he comes out twerking anytime. So I was like, yo, this is when you're supposed to hit it. You know what? As a matter of fact, guys in the truck, when you edit it, put some reggaeton right about now. There you go. Good reggaeton will make you twerk every time. Yes.
And didn't he do he was I think it was like a remix of some of their theme songs too?
Yes, he did.
I was like, that's ballsy.
Dancing off beat, but I was like, oh, that shit was hot. So yeah, I was twerking. Kofi was he was not in a twerking mood, but I thought I thought it was good.
Pissed. But I'm just loving this trolling that Brock is doing.
No, I loved it. I love just seeing his big ass just jumping around.
And then you just see Paul Heyman in the back just clapping like a little girl.
Oh
I can't.
So
are they gonna have that boombox in WWE shop?
You know it's coming. You know it's coming.
I would get it.
If they had that stupid Daniel Bryan macrame belt, you know that they're going to give Brock.
Which is going out for $400, by the way.
Are you serious? That's a lot for weed.
You're paying for Brie Bella's therapy. That's all you're paying for. Don't fucking buy that shit. Shut up. Sonny's Sonny's already opened the window. He wants to jump out because there's nothing he can do about this. So no, they're definitely going to sell that on Shop Zone. But ladies, listen to the general manager. It doesn't matter about the size of a man's penis if the sex is good. Jump in here, April. Am I right?
You're right.
Doesn't matter. What matters is the rhythm. And if a man can't dance, he can't fuck. Yes, I know. Exactly. I know you all are turning off your iPads right now, but that's okay because we are on all podcast platforms. It doesn't give a fuck. You go hear this shit tonight,
bitch.
Yes. If he can't dance, he can't fuck. I'm worried about Sable.
Oh, that poor.
Oh.
I'm worried.
She may be on top all the time.
She has to be.
Yeah, she has to.
Because I don't know what that man was doing.
So, ladies, if you're at the club and you see a hot guy, don't ask him to take his dick out. First of all, that would make you a thought. We're not doing this, okay? Secondly, ask him to dance. If he can dance, then you know, okay, the sex is gonna be lit. If he's bouncing around like Brock Lesnar, hopefully he has money. Help me out here, April. Help me out here.
And don't get pregnant if he doesn't.
Oh, if he's broke, don't ever get pregnant. Shout out to abortion in Alabama.
Why do you think all these white people go to these dance classes?
Yeah, ballroom dances.
Salsa dancing.
I don't like when white people go to African dance. It's like, I know what the fuck you're trying to do, buddy.
Nah.
Relax.
Nah. You go home, sir.
Can I just say, Madonna has adopted 12 black children and no one has stopped her? Like, bitch, I'm onto you. What are you doing? I know what you're doing.
She got money.
Stop it. Every time she goes to Africa, she doesn't bring suitcases. She just brings children. It's like, Madonna, how many children you got? 12.
Oh, my God.
Shout out to Madonna. She's a fan of the show. Shout out to her. Move the train along, Nez. Go ahead. What happened next with Dolph Ziggler?
Dolph Ziggler did the Ziggle Wiggle to Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, but too bad Xavier was like, fuck it. And he brought his page power out and fucked up Dolph Ziggler.
I don't know what Nez just said, but he was cute when he said it. I don't exactly know what he was trying to say, but Dolph Ziggler did something with Xavier Woods.
Page power.
Dolph Ziggler, correct me if I'm wrong, did he used to be WWE champion?
1 point.
So
Had the Intercontinental Champion so many times.
So and Xavier Woods is I'm not afraid to say this. He's maybe the second or third member of New Day because Kofi's the first one. Mm-hmm. So really,
I would say he's third.
Okay.
He's the hype man. He doesn't really. He's not there.
Dolph Ziggler was on the shelf to come back to feud with Xavier Woods. Like,
First of all, this is the most money that Xavier Woods made in a couple of weeks because he does not fight. He does not go in matches. He does not do any of that. So this is the most money that he's made in a while.
All he does is blows that stupid horn. Mm-hmm. And occasionally Paige. Oh my God! Sonny can't take it. Sonny has literally ripped off his headphones. He can't take it, but there's nothing he can do about it.
That tape. I'm just saying.
Oh, shout out to Brad Maddox. Yes.
Where is he?
Best. I know where he was. I don't know where he is, but I know where he was. Let's move the train along. Shane McMahon took on Roman Reigns Light or Diet Coke Roman Reigns. I don't know who this was. Someone who kind of looked like Roman.
What was that?
It's like, you remember when Pepsi went clear that summer? Do you remember that
God,
clear Pepsi?
yes.
It was like watching that. Like, so apparently Lance Anoa'i?
Anoa'i?
I thought it was Anoa'i because Roman is Joe Anoa'i.
Oh, okay. I'm just pronouncing the I.
So
Anyway.
his legit cousin showed up on Raw to take on one Shane O'Mac. What do you all think about this?
I don't know. I mean, you look at Roman. You look. That whole family is beautiful. And then you got Lance. Like he's just like that retarded cousin that just wants to play ball.
Oh no! Shout out to all our special needs listeners out there.
Special needs.
And if you've ever been in the Yep page, that's most of them. Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh, so yeah, he needs some work. I mean, when you say my cousin is Roman Reigns and the Usos, you have to look bomb. You can't just be walking around like you live, in Flatbush. Like, no, you have to look like you are Roman Reigns' cousin.
He looked like Roman Reigns if Roman Reigns just gave up on life.
Oh, goodness, yes.
And that's so sad.
Oh, goodness. Shout out to cancer. Sonny is... God! And there's nothing Sonny can do about this, because I'm in charge.
No.
Oh, goodness. At this point, Sonny has just thrown his iPad into the ocean. He just can't take it at this point. Oh, goodness. Hurry back. You should have been here. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Lance needs some work, but, hold on. Sorry, we're having some technical difficulties. White people are peeing behind me.
Because we're talking about them too much, they're appearing.
They're appearing. Did you ever see the movie Get Out? It was such a good movie.
That was a scary movie.
Oh, shout out to horror films. There will be a movie podcast in the near future. If I can ever find where the fuck Sonny is. I don't know where he is. He changed his number, that son of a bitch. Now it just says, the number you have reached. Fuck off, Teddy. That's the part that got me. That's the part, because I've never heard a message say that before. That's the part that makes me think it's something. But in any event, so yeah, Shane took on Roman's cousin, and it was basically a squash match.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I thought he was a jobber
Roman
at first.
Yeah.
That just looked like Roman.
Local competitor. Shout out to all the local competitors.
Yeah,
By that, I mean Braun Strowman. So, yes.
Fuck Roman Reigns.
Oh, we're not doing that. I'd love to fuck
Me
Roman
too.
Reigns. Yes.
Hashtag me too.
Get in line, Nez, because you'll have to hold the camera while she and I do this. So, just,
I'm Brad Maddox.
You
Oh,
Yup.
Jesus.
I don't think we've mentioned Brad Maddox so much in an episode before. Oh, shout out to
We'll
Nez.
get you a selfie stick too. Keep the
Heard you.
distance.
Okay, good.
We respect you. It's all good.
And make sure you put your heart into it. Don't be Don't be filming half-ass, Nez.
360 the shit out.
Oh my god,
There
we need a
we go.
GoPro. I'm gonna strap a GoPro to April's forehead. That's the footage I want to see. Why is no one writing this down? I feel this is $1 million idea. Sonny, when you listen to this, write it down if you haven't died yet. We're only 16 minutes in, and there's nothing anyone can do. So let's move the train along. We had some ladies going on, April. Did I see Becky Lynch and Nikki Cross?
I weirdly like them together, and they had a match with the Iconics.
Oh,
a
we have to do it. Hold on. Fucking Mikey. Fucking. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Iconic! Yes. Shout out to Mikey.
You a hater,
Oh,
Nez.
good.
No, I love them, but I just forgot.
So, yes, Becky Lynch, Nikki Cross took on the Iconics, which finally made Mikey happy. And shout out to Mikey, who is celebrating his 8th birthday. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for him.
This match didn't suck.
It didn't,
It
but
didn't suck.
I enjoyed it.
it's. Don't you feel the Iconics are being used
Oh, they're buried.
terribly?
They are so buried. It's
I
sad.
forgot there's a women tag team championship.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
What? And they let them win on WrestleMania, the greatest stage of them all, to then job for how many months since WrestleMania?
Exactly, and now they're putting Becky Lynch, the woman who was it Becky Two Belts, putting her in tag team matches.
With what, Nicole Cross?
Which I'm not mad at it, because I love me Nikki Cross, but now they're just sticking Nikki Cross with just anybody and putting her in tag matches when she has the ability to be a great singles competitor.
I don't know. I hate to say that they've dropped the ball, but Nez, have they dropped the ball with the women's locker room?
They did drop the ball.
Oh, dear.
And I'm not talking about mines.
Oh, goodness. Have both your balls dropped? That's my only question.
Have you listened to his voice?
Oh, goodness. He does have he has that radio voice that I do love. Oh, shout out to Mark Henry, sexual chocolate. Oh, wait. Do Saturday Night Sweat. I'll have the editors do. Okay, monkeys in the truck, pay attention. We're going to have a Saturday Night Sweat. Give it to us, Nez.
Hello.
April.
Welcome to Saturday Night Sweat.
Oh, April. Yeah. Are
I'm
we
your
sliding?
host.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh.
No, you don't bring out the pedophile.
Oh,
in me.
my
Come on now.
goodness.
Make sure you hit up my DMs.
Don't worry. That's not all I'm going to hit. Shout out to the GM TakeOver. You realize Sonny has just had a heart attack, right?
He'll be
Like,
aight.
there's nothing he can do. Literally, Allison is resuscitating him as we. Shout out
That's
to
what he gets so
Allison.
we get no vacations, and he does.
You know. Oh, good. Thank you for that, Nez. That really woke me up. Well, it woke up parts of me. In any event, Ricochet took on Cesaro. Do you mind if I take this one, April?
I just want to say I'm sorry because they are burying the shit out of your bae.
But it's okay because I get to see him
True.
on Raw, looking only as good as he could look, with someone who is equally as good looking. It's like when he and Cesaro fight, it's a win-win situation because either Ricochet is going to win and I'm going to get some, or Cesaro is going to win and I get to watch Ricochet get his ass whooped, which is kind of sexy. That's just me, you know? So. And Cesaro gave him an uppercut that sent him into the 8th row. And I was like, damn, nigga, do you know this shit is fake? Calm down. Like, what the fuck, man?
He's really trying to prove that he deserves a title shot, which Cesaro does.
Cesaro is a great competitor.
He
And
is.
Ricochet has some more bumps to take. And by bumps, I mean my face. So, yes, I mean... But he did this thing where he did a handstand on the outside, and he landed inside on
Yeah.
top of Cesaro's shoulders, and...
He's so good. Like, come on.
Literally, I masturbated for 30 minutes. It was just, it was a terrible amount of masturbating. I was chafed. I was chafed for days afterwards. But it's well worth it. Ricochet, I really hope that they don't send him on the route of one EC3.
Oh,
Yes. Or even worse, Aleister Black, who's still doing promos like, bitch, we know who you are. Why are you still introducing yourself?
Why are you doing
We know,
promos?
go fucking wrestle. We know who you are. It's like the guy that you've met 8 times and he still says, nice to meet you. No, bitch, I know who you are. Stop saying that, you know?
Zelina Vega's getting more than he is.
Oh, shout out to Zelina Vega.
And that's even worse.
She's about to be put out to pasture because Charlotte is teaching Andrade how to speak. Eventually, Zelina will have nothing to do.
You're gonna have to go back to Jimmy
Jimmy
Jazz.
Jazz, yep.
Shout out to, oh, God.
I'm sure they give her a job back.
Marshalls. I hope she goes to Marshalls.
Yeah,
they have
she-
dental. So.
TJ Maxx.
They
I
got the
love
discount.
TJ
Me
Maxx.
too.
I once got a
Shit.
hand job in TJ Maxx. It was awesome.
Was it a discount?
It was very cheap. It was very cheap. It was very cheap. He was married, so it was very quick. See, I'm not doing this anymore, April. I'm not doing this anymore. let's move the train along. So, backstage, we had the stupid Memorial Day picnic. By the way, before we start, we've already started. Before we go any further, shout out to everyone in our armed forces. No jokes here. If you are in the Navy, Army, Marine, National Guard, that was what the Memorial Day was for. So all of those servicemen who has lost their life, thank you for protecting this country.
Yes,
We're not in the
you.
best shape right now, but I give my hat to anyone who joins the armed forces. So thank you. So if you're listening to this podcast and you are a member of our armed forces, Yep, I Like Wrestling salutes you, my
Yes.
friend. Yes.
Definitely.
That was your day.
That was your day. So we were doing this backstage segment where the Usos were throwing a barbecue, a picnic. And here's what I love. The Usos and Naomi had a stare down with one Tamina. The stable is right there. It's like,
Yo, really?
so Naomi had a stare down with Tamina, and then they broke character, laughed, and hugged each other. And then the Usos were like saying, "Hey fam," it's like, it's right there. Why is no writers? It's right fucking there. Like, if they had a Samoan stable, do
my
you
God.
know what they could do? It was like,
That would be so beautiful.
oh my god.
And just get them all. You'll get the Usos. You get
Yes.
Naomi. We'll tolerate with Tamina. Get Nia Jax, because come on, that's a big
Oh my
bitch.
God.
And then just Roman like in the front. Oh
Don't forget
my
Lance.
God.
Can't forget Lance.
Oh, shout out to. Well,
Lance-
we need someone to carry the bags.
Yeah.
Yes, Lance.
Yeah, okay, Lance.
But it was right
Yo.
there. How are they not seeing? It's money, right? Because okay, Tamina's not in the best shape to wrestle, but she could still play the China role as the
Yeah.
even if she just came to the ring with the Usos and manhandled men on the outside, like China used to do, like a low blow here, a kick
Yeah.
when the. Tamina can do that, and she's has that physically intimidating presence of China.
That bitch scares me.
And when you need to wrestle, boom, there you got Naomi right there. This stable would sell itself. How is no writer seeing that?
Because apparently, according to John Moxley, hey, your creative team sucks. Change it.
Oh God! Shout out to creative. You know, Billy Gunn once said in
I
a
was about to
shoot.
say that, yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about? What Billy Gunn
Nah,
said?
just about the terrorizing Smackdown or some shit like that. That one. Yeah, that's all I remember from that. It was like a live stream from Renee's. I don't remember what it was, but you can go ahead and get to it. I remember hearing something.
Billy Gunn once said, "Pro wrestling is the only business that if a writer doesn't have anything for you, you get fired." So just imagine on TV, Law and Order, How to Get Away with Murder, any of your favorite TV shows. Imagine if a writer went to an actor and said, "You know what? I can't figure out anything. You're fired." Like,
That's
imagine if the cast of Grey's Anatomy were fired because the writers couldn't think of it. It's like, no, you're a writer. That's kind of your job. Go find something for me to do. But in wrestling, when writers have nothing for you, you get fired. So
That
yeah,
is wrong.
That's
it is
Like,
so wrong.
You're there. You have the talent because these wrestlers, they can do promos. They could go in the ring. They could do all of this. And then you have that one douchebag. It's like, yeah, I don't know. And then that's so no.
And it's not as if he's hiring wrestling writers. All of his writers are Hollywood writers. This is their job. Go figure it out. But
I
shout
don't
out to
know
Billy
what's-
Gunn.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm not loving it.
But unfortunately, we've got some bad news. Rey Mysterio is surrendering his United States Championship. Okay, I'm going to take my hands off my crotch for a second. Raise your hand if you forgot he was United States Champion, because I kind of forgot. Oh, everyone's hand is up. Thank you. Thank you.
I feel bad for this man.
Do you really?
Because honestly, I was thinking they put Rey Mysterio as that nostalgia act that he could still move and do everything. I never would have thought putting him in the title, line. And I'm thinking once he gets the United States Championship, a title he's never had before, maybe his retirement will go on, maybe have a longer reign, but I don't know.
I love the way she said that. Long reign.
I feel bad. I love Rey Mysterio. Now he's just, oh.
Nez, how do you feel about the one 619? If you take away the 1 in 619, you get 69.
Hey.
69.
We're not doing this.
Best episode ever.
How do you feel about one Rey Mysterio,
I
Nez?
feel bad for Rey Mysterio, but I feel bad for the U.S. Championship. The
Really?
U.S. Championship, I forgot all about that
Oh,
shit.
absolutely.
Samoa Joe was supposed to bring it back,
Oh,
and
no,
it
fuck
did
that.
not come back to life.
First of all, Samoa Joe ate it, so let's just put that out there. That we're not doing fake news or the GM takeover. So yeah, Rey Mysterio was injured, and he has to now surrender. And unfortunately, as much as I love nostalgia, we don't need every old wrestler back. And
No.
the Rey Mysterio now was nowhere near the Rey Mysterio of yesteryear. So in and Dominic looks like Kane. I don't know. It's too much. It's too much going on. So.
And now that they want to have Ray's last match with Dominic, I don't think Dominic's at that point to overpower his father and then look like he can go over. Like, no.
No. Sorry.
Like, little boy's in training. Stop.
Ray, if you're leaving, don't forget to leave when you go. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
So moving it along, Baron Corbin defeated Braun Strowman, The Miz, and Bobby Lashley. And I was talking to my co-host before the show, and none of us actually remember this happening, so this was probably fake. Like Donald Trump's presidency. It just didn't happen. We dreamt it. So move it along, shall we? I'm gonna hand this one to April, who slides up and down Bushwick every time the Firefly Funhouse releases a new episode. So I'm going to hand it over to you, darling. Where you sliding, darling?
I slid a little bit, but to be honest, it's getting kind of bland. We're getting too many episodes of this, and I'm ready for Bray to come out.
But, okay, can I tell you this? Bray Wyatt in glasses?
Oh, I love it.
I do love a man in glasses. Do you love a man in glasses?
I do.
Nez, do you love a woman in glasses?
Yeah, I was about to say I love a woman in glasses.
We get it. You're straight. Put your dick away, sir. First of all, we get it. Yeah, so, we call that nerd chic. Yes. Anyone in glasses does look a little sexy.
Like Bray Wyatt, he could get it. I love the Firefly Funhouse, but I'm ready for him to come out. But then again, they don't have anyone for him to feud with. I don't know. We should just get like one last episode and then just have him come out.
Who would you have him fight? Because he needs an opponent to start a rivalry.
I don't know. Maybe Aleister Black, if he can stop doing these damn promos.
Oh, shout out to Aleister Black. How are you feeling about the Funhouse, Nez?
I was enjoying it at first, but now I'm just like, what the fuck is happening?
Yes.
Because one episode he was cool and yay, Blue's Clues and shit, and now he's just talking about evil and his
like he
evil
came out,
side
he's
and
like,
shit.
yeah, you saw my evil side, but it's okay. He's gonna
okay.
protect us. And you see these two sad-ass depressing kids holding the stick. I'm like, okay, come on, like, bruh.
And fucking Abby the Witch is depressed. She's like,
Yo,
bitch,
she's like,
get the
you
fuck
won't
away
let
from
me
me.
sleep.
Like,
So,
she's like, I'm tired.
Why won't you let me sleep? Like, what's going on? Like, I think that might be a play on something because they're always going to Abby. We never had Sister Abigail. I don't know if that's her.
Yeah,
or
I think it's supposed to be.
Maybe he killed her and her soul is in there. I'm thinking too much into this. I don't know. I'm just trying to think good stuff so I can make it more interesting. But I'm done.
Yeah, Bray, get off of JoJo and get into the ring. That
He
is.
should face JoJo as his first name.
Oh, yeah, he already won that one. He won, if you ask me. He already won his match against JoJo. Shout out to JoJo's vagina. Anytime a woman pushes out a whole baby, she has my complete and utmost respect.
Seriously, because my ass ain't doing it.
Oh, whenever you push out something the size of a watermelon outside something the size of a lemon, you got the respect of the general manager. That's all I'm going to say.
Yep.
Something that doesn't have my respect is the 24/7 championship.
Yo.
R-Truth ran around the ring. Carmella was on his back. That was a little too driving Miss Daisy for my taste. Why are black people still carrying white people? I don't know. Oh, Jesus.
What is Drake Maverick doing? What is he doing? What's these flyers?
I don't know.
Go home, sir.
Is he still the general manager of 205?
Who watches 205 Live anyway?
Oh! Shout out to Tony Nese.
Yeah.
Is Dick still there?
Apparently, Dick is on the main roster, but where is he?
I haven't seen him.
Where the fuck is
He ain't giving it to Alexa Bliss, I'll tell you that.
Who else? Cedric Alexander. Is he still on 205?
He was running for the title. He's on the main roster, but he's
who
now
else?
running for the 24/7 championship title.
205. What's his face? Jack Gallagher. Is he still on
I
205?
don't know who that is.
That's the white guy. Gentleman Jack Gallagher.
Oh yeah, the pasty white boy.
Yes, the pasty
There's
white
a lot
boy.
of those on the roster.
Shout out to Sheamus. I don't know. So I think 205 was canceled. I don't know. In any event, we finally got an AEW mention on WWE. And if you all know Vince, he always says competition does not exist. He never mentioned WCW. He never mentioned TNA. But on Raw, one Sami Zayn mentioned AEW. Yes, during a segment called The Electric Chair, and for those of you who didn't see it, there's no punchline. They had a fucking electric chair in the middle of the ring.
That didn't involve Chris Benoit. Continue.
Oh! Shout out to the Benoits! Oh, goodness! Although, they can't hear me. Now, here's the problem I have. I shouted out a family who can't hear me. I don't know. Sonny, are you there? Sonny, wake up. Sonny? Poor Sonny. Oh, yes. But they had a legit electric chair, and they had a wrestler come out to answer questions, apparently shoot questions from anyone in the audience. And when someone asked Sami Zayn a stupid question, he was basically said, "That is a stupid question.
Yeah.
Why didn't you ask him about AEW?" So what would you have asked Sami Zayn if you were in the audience?
I would have asked him if he saw the AEW event this
You
past
would have asked
Saturday.
him. Oh, Nez, what would you have asked Sami Zayn if you were in the audience?
I would have asked him, do you listen to the Yep I Like Wrestling podcast?
So this is why you two are my co-hosts. This is it. You know, from now on, no more co-hosts. It's just about the three of us right now. It's about me and April and Johnny. What's your name? One more time. Sorry.
Guadalupe.
Guadalupe. This is the threesome we're talking about. Sorry, Tara. Sorry, B. Sorry, Sonny. No more. It's about the three. What was your name? Sorry, I missed it. One more time.
Guada.
I have to write this down, Johnny.
Most stupidest crowd ever. Like, oh, do you miss the ginger snaps? Oh, how does it feel to be back on the roster? Yo, did we not see this amazing event on Saturday? I don't give a fuck if this is WWE. I'm gonna fucking talk about it, and I want you to block it out. Shit.
What got me was Sami Zayn said someone else asked a question and he was like, "Why did you ask me if I'm a good kisser? I actually think I'm a very tender lover." Now, when he said that shit, I threw up in my mouth a little bit. Here's why. If a man ever said he was a tender lover, first of all, we're not fucking. You literally just did. You will not get dick from me if you call yourself a tender lover. That's the gayest fucking shit I've ever had. And if a gay man said, "Oh, it's okay, I'm a tender lover," I'd have been like,
Boy, bye.
"No dick for you, first off. Okay, block my number." Even though I have a boyfriend, that's beside the point. You know, tender
Hey.
lover, no. So if a man told you he was a tender lover, April, would he get to the pearly gates?
No.
No.
He has to be really, really, really good looking for me to be like, okay, maybe. And you got some money in your pocket.
Tender lover, that's just
But-
gross.
Who still says that?
If a girl told you, Nez, "Hey, I'm a tender lover," would you trust her? Because that sounds creepy. If a girl said, "I'm a tender lover," that makes me think that she's
what
a
if
psycho.
he told you that?
How would you
She's a
feel?
tender lover. I would say, get the fuck out of here.
Because that just sounds psychotic. But yes, Sami Zayn was up there in an actual electric chair answering questions from the crowd. And I don't know, is this segment going to continue? Is this going to be a thing?
Because this
Yeah,
was
this is the
stupid.
first guest. So we're going to have more.
So they're giving Corey Graves something to do rather than talk about Mandy Rose.
Put Renee Young on there.
Oh,
Let's
God.
see how many
They
people's
should
going
actually put her out there.
Let's
I would have had a couple questions for her.
Oh,
Like,
my-
bitch, did you like Saturday? How is your man in bed? You
She
have
would be
pictures.
sweating
Yo.
bullets if Renee Young was in the electric chair. Her pussy would be sweating for days. She would.
Even
Oh,
if
she'd
she
be
would have
so
hosted it,
scared.
they're like, no, I have a question for Renee.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my God, poor Renee. I wonder if Johnny Moxley got some after AEW. I feel that
Oh,
Renee broke him
I
off.
would have given him.
Because you know Brandy Rhodes broke off Cody Rhodes. So I wonder if Renee broke off Dean a little bit of
I would
something.
have broke him though. Hold it.
Oh, April Sliding, if
Just
anyone's
saying.
listening. April Sliding.
Yo, Ross sucked.
Yeah, so then Seth Rollins defeated Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
Who cares? Let's move on to SmackDown, shall we? Before we get to SmackDown, I want to say that I hosted the AEW viewing party here last Sunday, and I want to thank each and every one of you who came out. And if you didn't come out to AEW, and you came out to a one before a viewing party, thank you again, because we do this stuff for you. We do Unpopular Review for you. We do the podcast for you. We throw the viewing parties for you. So without you, there would be no us. So shout out to Anne-Marie, shout out to Mike K, shout out to Jonathan, Victor Gonzalez, shout out to Cannon Cage, all our regulars. Some of you come out all the time, and I just want to say the general manager has noticed. Thank you all so very much.
Yes.
Moving along, Kofi Kingston and Kevin Owens had a verbal spat.
I don't like them together. I don't like it.
Do you mean Kevin Owens' thighs? What do you mean, them together?
I don't like Kofi and Kevin. They
Oh,
just feel it's weird.
It is weird.
I tried, but no. I liked when Kevin Owens tried to be part of the New Day. I love that because you never saw Kevin Owens, be silly. But that show only lasted one day, and I was completely turned off.
Kevin, I don't even know what they're doing with Kevin Owens anymore. They should have kept the New Day shit going.
Yeah,
Add a fourth member.
I
That would have
liked
been
it.
good. Because Kevin Owens right now just looks like a repetitive.
Riri.
Yeah. Pretty much.
It's roly poly oly in the fucking ring.
God, I can't say. He looks so much like my ex-boyfriend. I want to shoot him. I just do. Like, and I hate that they call it the frog splash. As big as Kevin Owens, that's the biggest
seen that
fucking frog I've ever
I'm
seen.
sorry.
I want it called the buffalo splash, or I'm not playing this game anymore with this. I'm not doing
He's
it
just
anymore.
rolling. Like I just see him, every time he does that roll, I just think of roly poly oly.
Oh my God, he's a bowling ball. I can't. And someone keeps saying, but he lost weight. Where?
Where?
Well, he
I feel
found
like
it.
He did, and then he gained it all
Oh
back.
my God, good Lord.
It's that. It's no. Let's
Let's move along. And speaking of heavy people, heavy machinery, took on Daniel Bryan and... I thought it was Brie Bella, but apparently people tell me it was Rowan, and I'm not quite sure. Why was the man from Heavy Machinery thrusting his pelvis? That's not an image I need to see.
Otis.
Oh, good lord.
I like Heavy Machinery, but Otis bothers me.
He's
They're funny as shit.
He should not be thrusting. He should never be thrusting.
But
No.
I give it to Daniel Bryan because he did call out that there's no tag team division in the WWE. He said it himself. And he's going to save the planet. So he's going to save the tag team division and the
Fickle.
He's gonna make new tag titles too.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Macrame.
He should have done the belts if they're still going to be
I think
together.
he should,
Because they're not going to lose it for a while.
Yeah.
Heavy Machinery ain't going to get the belts. I'm sorry.
Oh,
They're not
God.
gonna have to defend the titles. They're not gonna. They're just gonna sit there and just wait for the next. Nobody's.
No,
fighting
just-
them. Nobody's gonna fight them
No.
after Heavy Machinery.
I think this was like a
They're just gonna
build up
sit
to
there.
maybe having a match at Super Showdown. So, but I ain't seeing it, so I don't care.
Fuck that. Oh, let's go. Let's please go on. Let's please go
No,
on to
let's
the
go- no,
next.
no.
The next match of that night.
Fine, I will hand it to you, Ned. Put your hands where I can see them, first off, because when we're sitting here naked, I don't trust you with your hands out of my eyesight. Go ahead, darling. What was the next match?
We had the ravishing Mandy Rose against the Queen of Staten Island, Carmella.
Yes.
Princess,
Carmella.
actually.
Oh Jesus.
She can never be queen.
Oh, God. So basically, we had herpes versus chlamydia, and we had to watch that on
Yeah.
television.
Yes. Can we just take a minute just
No.
to?
Ew. To do what? Yes, Mandy Rose is actually on the cover of her magazine. Yes, she is.
Playboy.
Oh, God.
They don't do that
Gross.
Oh,
I mean, I give it to her. You know, they're putting the women on these magazines. You know, being in shape. You know, women's revolution, all that. But no.
what about Carmella? She's amazing too.
Oh no, she's getting the ring, but just, nah.
Carmella's sexy.
She's
Looks
all
like a
right.
horse. I'm
She's all
sorry.
right.
I had an instant boner when I saw Mandy Rose defeated Carmella, but as soon as it said Mandy Rose and Carmella in the same sentence, I was like, oh, Jesus. There goes my pants.
Someone was sliding all over the Bronx.
There was sliding going on here. Goodness, for
More
Mandy.
than sliding shit.
Oh, God, man.
Everyone in that Yelp group was sliding. Y'all nasty.
They do love a Mandy Rose.
I don't know why.
Almost as much as Sonia loves Mandy, but that is a different podcast. Shout out to the LGBTXYZ community who is
Hey.
listening. So again, the 24/7 title continued. Yes. Oh, God. Why?
How many Shane McMahon appreciation nights are we gonna have in this year?
Oh, my God.
I feel like this was the 5th one.
His wife doesn't even appreciate him that much. I've appreciated this man for 100. Oh, God. It was, and then he brings out Elias and Drew McIntyre.
I like to look at them. That
So
was it.
here's the thing. Back in the day, Vince McMahon had his two stooges, Jerry Briscoe and Pat Patterson. If you all don't know who the Stooges are, go to YouTube. It's some funny shit when Vince McMahon used to come out with the Stooges. That's what this kind of reminds me of. Shane has his two stooges, Drew McIntyre and Elias, to do his bidding. But, yeah, they beat R-Truth, and Elias became the new 24/7 champion.
I was happy for him.
It was his first belt. He's been here for 7 years, and yeah, he's finally got a belt. Not that he needs a belt with them tight-ass fucking pants. He don't need a fucking belt, but yes!
He just looked genuinely happy, and I was happy for him because
Don't blame him.
Tito,
I'm happy for the homeless Jesus.
Oh, goodness.
not homeless.
Speaking of Jesus looking, shout out to my ex-co-host, Ruby Mendoza. He was a co-host of the Yep, I Like Wrestling podcast. He graduated college. And while I'm at it,
Yay!
Patrick Nelson, who is also a co-host on Unpopular Review. He graduated college. Yes, we believe in education on the Yep, I Like Wrestling podcast. Shout out to all our graduates. Keep
Proud
up
of
the
you
good
guys.
work. We are so proud of you. Unfortunately, we're not proud of Bailey, but we will do what we best. We do what we can on Yep Wrestling. So, Bailey took on Lacey Evans with the Queen at ringside.
You know what? If Charlotte wanted to chill and wanted to be part of a tag team, I wouldn't mind if she get with Lacey Evans.
That's where I thought they were going. They were sipping tea. They were doing some things.
It was a Mean Girls episode, and I
was.
was for
Yeah,
it.
it was amazing.
So Charlotte was at ringside. Becky and her had a bit of a squabble. Ipso facto, Bailey won. However, Lacey Evans lost her mind temporarily and attacked the Queen because she felt Charlotte made her lose. So she attacked Charlotte from behind, and then Charlotte had to tighten that ass up right quick. Charlotte was like, "Bitch, have you lost your mind?" And
Shit, when she threw them heels, shit.
oh, she came after her.
Lacey needs to
So,
know her place.
first of all, Charlotte was wearing her little 1985 Jane Fonda working
Working
9 to
girl.
5 working girl outfit on. I appreciate that. But have you ever had a fight with your best friend Because that's what basically happened. Like, you ever had a fist fight with your best friend? No? No? Really?
It's not like
No,
that out here.
I don't like to get too close.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Charlotte and Lacey settled their differences very quick. It was a very quick spat where she just had to remind her, bitch, I am the queen. Don't you forget it.
But if they were to become a tag team, I'm for it.
I'd listen to that. I don't know how Bailey fits in, but yeah.
No, but Bailey, she could go.
Yeah, facts.
So
Did you like that segment, Ness?
I only liked it because it was Lacey Evans and Charlotte.
do you like a Southern girl? Do you like a girl with a Southern accent?
Not usual, but this one for Lacey Evans, I'll give it a try.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Lacey Evans. So you have Lacey Evans, Charlotte, and Bailey on a desert island. You can only keep 2 of them. Which 2 do you pick?
Definitely not Bailey. She can take her
Oh!
ass out.
Shout out to Bailey.
Looks like a fucking 15-year-old with a hip puberty yet.
Goodness. Shout out to CM Punk, who likes 15-year-olds, but...
Oh my god.
Shout out to
that's
AJ Lee.
right.
Oh, shout out to AJ Lee.
And her real
Yes.
name is April, and I love that.
Oh, goodness. They all live in Jersey, I hear. I think.
Oh.
Yes, I hear. They don't do much, but yes, they live in Jersey. But most people who live in Jersey don't do much.
Watch this show every week and laugh.
Oh, goodness. So, Roman Reigns and R-Truth defeated Drew McIntyre and Elias, and at the end, Roman Reigns pulled R-Truth on top of Elias, as fun as that was to watch, to make R-Truth yet again the 24/7 champion.
First of all, Roman and R-Truth was weird.
Yes.
I feel like I get it that they're building Roman, but R-Truth, I don't know. It was weird.
It was weird.
That episode was weird.
How'd you feel, sir?
Fuck Roman Reigns.
Just stop it. Stop it.
Why are you mad? What
happy
did he
for
do to
Archie.
you? What did he do to you? That's a
So,
beautiful
okay,
man.
gun to your head. You have to pick one. Bailey
Oh shit. No.
or Roman Reigns? Who's it gonna be?
Fuck.
That's what you get.
I can't believe he has to think about this. It's Roman bloody Reigns and Bailey.
I'll give
Okay,
it to Bailey.
gun to your head. Oh, come on, man. No one would tell. How about that? If you got away with it, no one would tell.
I mean, Bailey got that ass, so
God, she's like a broom. I can't deal with her.
yeah. But Roman,
Roman. So yeah, that was basically what happened on SmackDown. And firmly after R-Truth won, then Chrisley Knows Best came on, and apparently Todd Chrisley is running low on testosterone. Let me put on my surprise face. This man is gayer than Peter Pan on ice skates, so yes.
I really thought that he was really gay. I did not
No,
know
he
he had an
is.
actual family.
He is gayer than a man with a bag full of dicks. He is, yes.
He makes me feel it's uncomfortable because, like, sir, you're gay,
Yeah. So
and then his son
uncomfortable.
is like gayer.
Oh, God.
So
The weirdest Southern family since the Wyatts.
bring back Miz and Mrs. Just bring it back.
Oh, shout out to Maurice.
Oh, that show was actually really good.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how was wrestling for you all? We can give it a grade, we can give it a number, but in any event, that was our wrestling, unfortunately. Were you as disappointed as I was having sex with my ex-boyfriend? Yes.
I give this like a 5.
Oh,
for both shows.
My ex-boyfriend wasn't even 5. His dick was very small. Nez! What? It was... Oh, God, he was big. It's Lord.
He took one for the team.
Oh, God, he was a team. He was fat. He was a team, and he was hairy. We're not talking about my ex-boyfriend. We can't... I can't look at him. I can't. I still throw up in the middle of the night. Yes. Nez, what was your grade of your week in wrestling?
I would give Raw a 3.
Ooh.
And SmackDown a 4.3.
Oh, goodness.
4.5. I'll give it.
Yeah.
Well, you're still generous. 7 is generous. For all you men out there with 7-inch penises, that is technically average. Yes. Unless you're Asian, then that's massive. Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna give it a 5 across the board. Like, it was a somewhat disappointing week in wrestling. However, AEW made up for it. So yeah, SmackDown and Raw, please get your shit together.
And we're not saying that because AEW was amazing, but it's because we're not comparing it. But come on, like really, come on.
You made me want to do my homework.
Oh, Nez had to do his homework. He didn't even want to watch porn and masturbate. He literally wanted to do his homework more than he wanted to watch Raw and SmackDown. Come on, Vince, look.
I didn't even get Finn for 2 weeks.
Oh, poor Finn Balor is still
He's
dead.
still dead.
Oh, God, they killed him in that ladder match.
He had his little vignette was like, I was choke slammed, I was power bombed, and everything he spoke about, my heart hurt so much. Like, oh my God.
Not as bad as his back hurt, darling.
He could have made my back hurt.
Oh, God. Ooh, yeah. You do love the Finn Balor, don't you, darling? You would love to be a part of that Bullet Club. Yes.
I'll get them all.
Oh,
Give me the whole team.
The D train goes through Bushwick, apparently. Yes. So, quick before we go, is there anyone in NXT that you like? Because the NXT TakeOver is this weekend. Is there someone that you are really rooting for? Like, you are really behind them?
I'm for Matt Riddle, but he could be behind me. So
Shout out to Matt Riddle, baby RVD. Yes, you do like Matt Riddle, don't you, darling? Nez, is there someone that you are like, oh, I am? Yeah, that's the dude right there. Who's it gonna be, Nez?
Johnny Gargano.
Johnny Gargano. Yes, his name is a mouthful, but yes, he's a strong competitor.
Yeah, like the whole NXT roster is amazing. Like, you know what? We talk shit about Raw and SmackDown, but NXT always wins for the week.
It does.
It's an hour show. We get 3 decent matches and great promos. That's all we want.
It's like an hour long. Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah.
Go,
And they do better than both shows. That's it.
Yeah.
because it's tight. They don't have enough. They don't have a lot of time to go on and on and on. It's like, pay attention. I think for me, now that Ricochet's on the main roster, Velveteen Dream, I think, is an amazing talent.
Oh my God.
Not only is he delicious to look at, the man can wrestle, he can talk, and yeah, so...
They should keep him on NXT. Don't put him on the main roster because they're going to bury the shit out of him.
They're going to put him in a conga line for no reason.
As much as
Oh no, shout out to...
As much as all the
what's that
veterans love
conga-
him, we know that they're going to destroy him on the main roster. So stay there, keep the belt, go for the NXT Championship belt, chill. Because Johnny Gargano's been there for what, 5-6 years?
He ain't going nowhere.
Or something. He can stay there. He's good.
Thomas Ciampa's hurt. He's not going anywhere.
Yeah,
It's fine.
I don't know.
Velveteen Dream, you are amazing. Matt Riddle, you are amazing. Johnny Gargano, you are amazing as well. What's the other guy's name?
Adam Cole.
The big guy, the big one, the tall guy. Shayna Baszler. That one. That's a scary guy right there.
That bitch is scary.
But yeah, but a talented in-ring competitor nonetheless. So good luck to all the NXT competitors this weekend at NXT TakeOver 25. So that was the GM's TakeOver. Look at this. It's time for us to go. Go call an Uber. Go call your mother. Go call a hooker. Go call someone. The end of the show is here. Yes.
Go drink because
Yes.
wrestling week is over.
It's done.
And we didn't have to deal with this torture anymore.
No
Until
more
next
torture.
week. Oh my
Yes,
God.
until next week.
Oh.
I don't know who's hosting. Maybe somebody will come back and do their goddamn jobs if you're listening, Tara. But I have been the greatest general manager, and tonight I was joined by...
The incredible intern Nez.
Oh, no, put your pants on. We're done here. Put your pants on, son. I was also joined by...
The Brooklyn Wolf of Makeup. This is April. You heard.
Leave your bra off. I was having fun watching that. Leave your bra
Okay,
off,
that's
darling.
cool.
Thank you both for joining me, and thank you all for listening. And Sonny, if you're still alive, you had this coming. All right.
Hey.
Bye.
See ya.
Suck on that, everybody. Oh, my God. See what I did there.